Hello and welcome to Sonic Runner's Adventure. Episode gameplayed on iPad Pro. As a child, I remember having a Sega Genesis console that I shared with my siblings. While I didn't have too many games, I remember having Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and playing it all the time. It was the game that made me a fan of the Sonic franchise, and I loved playing it and going fast as a blue hedgehog. I'm not sure if I ever actually beat the game, but I did replay certain areas often, always trying to do better than before. As the years passed, Sonic seemed to become less relevant compared to other games, such as the Super Mario Bros., so I didn't get them as much later on. But when I saw Sonic Runner's Adventure on the App Store over the holiday, I didn't hesitate to pick it up. Visually, Sonic Runner's Adventure looks amazing. The game is rendered in 3D that has a retro look and feel to it, similar to Horizon Chase. The different environments that are featured in Sonic Runner's Adventure are bright, lush, and they bring back a sense of nostalgia for old-school fans. The character models are classic and also done in 3D, though some feel slightly off, for some reason. Animations in the game are smooth and fluid with no issues of lag and choppiness on my iPad. Sonic Runner's Adventure features an upbeat and iconic soundtrack that is reminiscent of the original games, which just brings a smile to my face. Overall, the visual and audio design of Sonic Runner's Adventure is a huge dose of fan service and brings back a lot of memories for fans. Like previous games, Sonic Runner's Adventure is level-based with different areas serving as chapters with a handful of levels each. To complete each world, there's a boss battle at the end before you can proceed to the next area. Each stage has a set of 3 objectives that can earn you stars, and at least one must be met in order to complete it. However, as some objectives can only be done with certain characters, there's a lot of replay value here. The objectives can include things like collecting a certain number of rings or defeating enemies, but they become more difficult and the levels are lengthier as you get further along. The controls in Sonic Runner's Adventure are simple and intuitive. Since the characters automatically run forward, you're just in charge of timing the jumps. To do this, just tap anywhere on the screen. If you tap twice, they'll do a double jump. The third tap lets your character do their unique ability, depending on their type. For example, speed characters, fly characters, shadow, etc. will glide, while fly characters will fly. While there's also the power characters like Knuckles, though I have not unlocked that yet. If you've played Sonic games before, then you should know how it goes. Run, collect the rings, and defeat enemies by jumping on top or into them. When you get hit, you lose all of the rings you've collected so far, and if you have no rings, the next time you get hit, then it's game over. So if you take damage, hurry and gather at least one ring to recover. As I played Sonic Runner's Adventure, I noticed that the game can be a bit grind-heavy. This is because you can collect a large amount of rings through each stage, and you're also awarded more rings upon completion. Plus, if you can get the rainbow ring on a stage, you get a bonus level where there's many rings to collect. Your ring stash is important, as you can use it to continue on stages. Good when you die a lot on a troublesome stage. Buy other characters from Team Chaotix and Team Dark, buddies that enhance your character abilities and boost items. Each character can also be leveled up by spending rings, and their abilities get stronger as they are higher in level. Sonic Runner's Adventure is a fantastic homage to the classic games from yesteryear. The graphics are stunning on the Super Retina displays while retaining the vintage style. The soundtrack is nostalgic and delightful along with the sound effects. The controls are super simple and optimized for touchscreens, and there's a lot of replay value thanks to the objectives that require certain characters. A lot of content is available and there are no in-app purchases. While there's a lot to like about Sonic Runner's Adventure, it's not without some flaws. Fans of the previous game may be sad to see that there's no more randomized infinite levels, and some levels can be incredibly difficult, resulting in a tough wall to climb. I've been stuck in the second world the desert area for a good while now, and it's rather aggravating. Another thing I notice is the fact that you can move so fast in this game that it's hard to see upcoming obstacles that you need to avoid. Because of this, you may have to play a stage numerous times and hope you remember the layout and get your jump timing right at those tough parts. And while the controls work for the most part, sometimes it can feel unresponsive or there's a delay, resulting in many frustrating deaths. As a big Sonic fan from the golden age of gaming, I think Sonic Runner's Adventure does a lot of things right. The visuals and music take me back to my childhood, and the controls work well for what it's worth. It's also great that you have a wide variety of characters to choose from, including older ones. However, I think the game gets a bit too difficult at times, especially the desert area. I've been stuck there for a while. I tried maybe almost 50 times because one level was way too lengthy. The yellow of the desert made it hard to see some obstacles and enemies, and everything moving super fast doesn't help when you can't see clearly. I had to get help from my fiance, who's much better at games in general, and even that took a few tries. And the developer should do some balance tweaking, in my opinion, to make it a less frustrating experience. Still, if you're a fan of Sonic games or want fast-paced platformers, then Sonic Runner's Adventure is a fine addition to your game collection. Sonic Runner's Adventure is a great mobile game, even now. Don't forget to subscribe on my channel. More game review videos are coming soon. Take care. Goodbye.